Hi coaches, my name is Jen Kronk and I'm here to show you how we can use the Adobe Express all-in-one editor and existing templates for an easy lift for us as coaches and impactful learning for students. So the first thing I want to do is work smarter, not harder, and I'm going to adjust the themes to grab a theme that seems to be more appropriate to the character as far as I am concerned. So I'm going to go to my all-in-one editor and I'm going to replace out that picture with a picture of Ponyboy Curtis. There we go. And I also want to see all of Ponyboy. And I am going to remove the background on that. So now that I just edited that crop, I am going to close out of this and remove background. And this editor is amazing for everything it can do within the context of the project. So there we go. That looks a little bit better for Ponyboy. Now I've done some work on the template, as you can see here. I've changed the color palette. I've replaced some of the pictures. We have Cherry here. We have two friends. We have Greaser. We have some facts that we know about Ponyboy, that he's 14 years old. He enjoys reading books. He's quiet. He's thoughtful, shy, and lives with his older brothers. Now, for this particular picture, I just wanted to bring your attention again to the all-in-one editor, because this is a generated image. And the prompt that I used was, I kept iterating on this, and I changed this around to a rear view of teenage boys. And then I changed it sitting next to each other. Here is a new picture. I could take this, double click so I can get the whole thing, and I can take a look at the mask there. Once I have that, I can go back, and as we can do before, we can remove the background. So let's say I just want to have the friends that are there. There we go. And there we go. So we have a nice icon of friendship there along with the description. So every time I click on a piece of media, you're going to see the all-in-one editor pop up on the left-hand side. And every time I have that, I have the options to crop the image, or I can change the opacity of the image if I want them to be a little bit more transparent. I have really awesome effects. I could do adjustments or filters. And what's most fun is animation. When we're using the animation, that's when we need to pay attention to the timeline. And this is where this project can get to be really amazing for students, is because we can actually create little videos or GIFs or any type of media that you really want out of a small project, and we can turn it into something dynamic. Just to draw your attention to this, every time that I click on a new object that is going to be animated, if I go to animation, you'll see where it pops up in the timeline. So I have Cherry popping up pretty soon into the timeline, where I have like this phrase, quiet, thoughtful, and shy, popping in later, enjoys reading books even later. So if you're to watch the whole project in its entirety, this is what it looks like. I can go back to my media and I can choose audio. And I'm thinking maybe something sad or maybe acoustic would be helpful. And so now if we add abstract acoustic, and let's And if a student wants to continue this, just to take it out a little bit further, provide some thinking time, we can just simply stretch the clip and it'll automatically stretch the audio. So I hope you found that useful and informative. Using an existing template, the all-in-one editor, now it is your turn to get out there, use that template with your teachers. You can use that template in ELA, you can use it in social studies, historical figures, or events. You could use it in math when you want to talk about principles, let's say percentages, and how they show up in your life. You can also use it when you're talking about science, scientific principles, compounds, you name it. It's very flexible. Now, go out there, send that template to your teachers, and see what kind of magic you can do.